Hi, I'm Bruce Justino with WATERMARK Training Pros, and I want to talk to you today about WATERMARK Training Pros training weight belts. You might have heard a lot about weight belts over the years. I mean, it's been around for a long time, but the weight belts that we have been selling for 35 years to the swim training programs are filled with lead shot. And a lot of people go, lead shot, and they don't know why. Well, here's why. Lead shot's the only thing that has the negative buoyancy to really give that resistance training that you're looking for in the pool. If you use sand or any of the other products that they're using, even steel shot, it doesn't give you the resistance training you need because it loses its negative buoyancy in the water. In other words, it just doesn't weigh as much in the water, so it can't give you the resistance you need. Lead doesn't lose its negative buoyancy. That's why scuba divers and that's where our parent company is. That's why we all use lead in our in our diving belts, because we know that it gives you the negative buoyancy you need. Now, there's 4 reasons that I'm going to suggest you use these belts. Here's the number 1 reason. A swimmer can go into the gym and they can lift weights, but it might not make them the faster swimmer. But if I lift weights in the pool, imagine I lift weights in the pool by using the WATERMARK training belts, then I'm getting stronger because I'm using the muscles in the same motion, imagine the same motion that I swim in. So I'm lifting weights while I swim by using these weights around my waist as I swim through the water. So instead of going to the gym to lift weights, I can swim and lift weights, which makes me not only stronger, but it naturally makes the swimmer faster. Number 2, coaches. Imagine a scenario where your swimmers find that the easiest way to swim is to swim right. That's right. The easiest way to swim is to swim right. Well, here's how that happens. When I put the swim belt on your swimmer, it naturally pulls, if it's the right weight belt, it naturally pulls the hips down. And now, if they don't swim right, the hips go down and they can't swim. So what they have to do is they have to kick harder to bring the hips up. Well, they unconsciously do that. No one has to tell them to do it. They just naturally do it. So they kick harder, the hips come up, and now they naturally, again, naturally is the word, they naturally become better swimmers because they kick harder. Well, over a period of time with training with these, that becomes natural to do, to kick harder. And now that lazy swimmer becomes a swimmer who's just naturally learned to kick hard, and you'll find it's incredible what will happen to them because they become faster and their best times start coming all the time, because it's amazing what happens when you start bringing the legs into the equation. Number 3, during the season, stamina becomes more and more important. Training with the WATERMARK training belts in endurance workouts will build stamina with other methods simply can't produce. And it's tied to number 4, and here's what that is. WATERMARK training belts are progressive. Just like going to the gym and adding more weights. I mean, nobody ever goes to the gym and says, well, I'm gonna lift 40 pounds and that's all I'm ever gonna lift. Well, no, you add more weights to it, where as you get stronger, you add more weights as you're getting stronger, so that you get stronger and stronger and stronger. Well, the same happens with the WATERMARK training belts. You start with, we have 3 pound, 4 pound, 5 pound, 6 pound, 8 pound, 10 pound, 12 pound, 16 pound, 20 pound, 25, 30, and even one school actually bought 35 pounds for short sprints. So what you've got is you've got the way to progressively get stronger as you add more weights in your training. And for building that endurance and building that stamina, you build it up as you go through your training progressions. You build that endurance as you add slightly larger belts and build it up and become better. So when you look at the fact that I can lift weights in the pool, You look at the fact that the easiest way to swim is now going to be the right way. As you look at, I can build stamina, and I can do it by progressively adding more weights. You can't beat what we can deliver. And there's got to be a reason why, excuse me, where 70%, I'm told this by the coaches, 70% of the Olympic medalists in the last Olympics trained with WATERMARK training belts. I mean, there's got to be a reason that happens. And we want to help you give your swimmers a better experience and give them more best times. And I'm told that that's what happens. And let me tell you a little anecdotal story. About 3-4 months ago, I had a mother call me, and she said, I've got a junior in high school. He's a skinny little kid, and he loves swimming, but he's not that good. She says, can you help him? And I said, well, I'll try. And so we sent him a 4-pound, a 6-pound, and an 8-pound weight belt. And he used them, followed the manual that we sent with it. His coach was okay with it, and he trained hard because he loves swimming. And his team, actually, he helped them go to state. Yeah, it's not a big deal, and I'd love to tell you that he won in state and got first and seconds. No, in one race in state, he got 4th. He was thrilled. But here's the thing. He got 4 best new times. 4 best new times. He was thrilled. And next year he's going to be a senior. He's excited about next season. And I was excited for him and his mom. But I look, and they're convinced that it was these weight belts that did it for them. And I'd like to think we were at least a part of it. And I appreciate you watching. If we can do anything to help you and your team get better and faster, we're here to help. Thanks for watching.